Well, new tonight in Baton Rouge, a Ukrainian leader cleared up some myths about the war with Russia. The hope is to keep Congress from taking money needed to help keep up that fight, knowing the House's most powerful member is from Louisiana.
NBC Local 33's Jacqueline Kissick is in studio with details. Jacqueline, tell us who was here and what happened.
Well, in a briefing that included BRAC, a member of Ukraine's parliament says there are some things that needed to be cleared up, especially as it relates to funding and who's paying for Ukraine's military involvement.
There was like a chain of explosions and it was scary.
It's been nearly 2 years since Russia invaded Ukraine, the largest attack on European countries since World War II. Roxolana Benlasa says she and her family live just outside of Kyiv, Ukraine's capital, where her mother is a school teacher and says this is the new reality.
You're required to go to the bomb shelter every time the air raid alert goes on.
Benlasa says Russian air missiles take 23 minutes to get to her mother's school. It could be multiple times a day when they take cover.
Sometimes it is once a day. Sometimes it's 2 times a day. Sometimes it's 10 times a day. You never know.
Benlasa is one of Ukraine's members of parliament, along with the rest of the table. The Baton Rouge area Commerce held a briefing to give an update about the war in Ukraine.
We continue to fight. We're willing to fight.
David Arakamia is the majority leader of Ukraine's parliament who directly works with Ukraine's president, Volodymyr Zelensky. He says one of the reasons they have been touring Louisiana is for the new Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, to hear their message loud and clear about approving the 2024 budget.
So we wanted to visit New Orleans, Baton Rouge, and then we go to Shefford. We're visiting different cities.
Visiting Louisiana's larger cities to tell their side about how funds are being spent. Arakamia says some think the U.S. is paying entirely for the war.
So we wanted to tell this to people because they listened to this propaganda and started to believe this. We wanted to destroy those myths.
Arakamia wants to make it clear that it's just not the U.S.
The U.S. is not spending on this. We're spending our own money that we are still earning through taxes and, and customs.
A divided Congress is facing a debate over the national budget with aid for Israel, Ukraine, and Palestinians in the balance. For those like Benlasa and her family, approving the budget is necessary.
This is coming from the deep of my heart, from the depth of my heart, that Ukraine will not be able to win this war without U.S.
And the House and Senate will be in session just another 8 days in January before the first deadline to keep the government fully funded on January 19th. Now reporting in studio, I'm Jacqueline Kissick, NBC Local 33 News.
All right, Jacqueline, thank you so much for that report.